You love your cat, you take care of them every day, make sure they have food, water, and even affection. But the truth is that there are simple things that cats absolutely love, and more than 90% of owners never do them. What's most interesting is that when you start practicing these small actions, your cat's behavior completely changes. They become more affectionate, more confident, calmer, and often even more attached to you. Today I'm going to show you 7 things that cats deeply love but almost no one does, and I guarantee that at least one of them will surprise you. Many people think that cats are independent animals that don't care much about details, but that couldn't be further from the truth. Cats observe everything, feel everything, and create emotional associations much stronger than humans imagine. Small everyday actions can be interpreted as love, safety, or even rejection. And when you understand this, your relationship with your cat levels up. They start seeing you not just as someone who provides food, but as someone they truly trust. Before we continue, leave a like now, subscribe to the channel if you love cats, and comment below whether you live with a male or female cat, because that really helps the channel grow, and share this content with more people who love felines. And stay with me until the end, because the last item on this list is one of the most ignored, and one of the ones that most strengthens the bond between you and your cat. One of the things cats love the most, and that almost no one does, is respecting their time to approach. Unlike dogs, who usually seek immediate contact, cats need to feel in control of the situation. They like to choose when, how, and for how long they will interact. When you allow the cat to come to you on their own, to approach slowly, sniff, observe your movements, and only then decide whether or not they want physical contact, you are sending a very clear message. You are safe with me. For a cat, this is a silent yet powerful proof of trust. They learn that you respect their boundaries and that you are not a threat. Over time, this makes the cat feel more comfortable approaching more often, staying close to you for longer periods, and even showing affection in subtle ways, such as lying nearby, slow blinking, or rubbing their face against you. On the other hand, when a guardian forces affection, picks the cat up without warning, hugs, squeezes, or invades the cat space when they are clearly not willing, the cat does not interpret this as love. To them, it is a loss of control and often a direct threat. Even if the cat does not react aggressively at that moment, this discomfort builds up over time. Eventually, it can lead to behaviors such as running away, hiding, avoiding contact, defensive meowing, scratching, or even biting. Many behavior problems begin exactly there, in the lack of respect for the cat's timing and signals. Learning to listen to their body, the movement of the tail, the position of the ears, the tension in the body, is essential. When you respect these signals and let the cat lead the interaction, the bond between you naturally grows stronger. And the most interesting part is that the more you respect a cat's space, the more they tend to approach you on their own. Another thing cats deeply love is predictability. For them, routine means safety. Similar schedules for feeding, playtime, and rest help the cat feel in control of their environment. A cat who knows what will happen throughout the day is a calmer and more confident cat. They are not constantly on alert. Instead, they relax more easily and feel secure in their surroundings. Cats are extremely observant animals and create mental maps of both space and time. They know exactly when food usually appears, when their guardian comes home, when it's time to play, and when the house becomes quieter. This predictability reduces anxiety because the cat doesn't have to worry about what comes next. To them, the world starts to make sense. When the routine is chaotic, with very irregular schedules, constant changes, excessive noise, or a lack of defined moments for interaction, the cat can feel insecure. This stress is not always obvious. Often, it shows up in subtle ways. The cat may start hiding more, sleeping in unusual places, meowing excessively, over-grooming, or even showing aggression. In some cases, unwanted behaviors appear as the cat's attempt to regain some control over their environment. The good news is that you don't need a rigid or perfect routine. Adjusting small daily habits can already make a huge difference. Feeding your cat at similar times, setting aside a specific moment to play every day, keeping resting areas calm and predictable, and avoiding sudden changes without proper adaptation all help your cat feel safer. Over time, this sense of stability directly improves your cat's well-being and also strengthens the bond of trust between you and your cat. Cats also love it when you play with them the right way. It's not just about tossing a toy on the floor and calling it a day. Cats love to simulate hunting. Slow movements, strategic pauses, and moments when the toy escapes awaken their natural instincts. When you play like this, the cat isn't just exercising, they are experiencing something essential for their mental health. Many cats that seem lazy or uninterested are actually that way simply because they've never been played with in the right way. Playing the right way also means understanding your cat's individual rhythm and preferences. Some cats enjoy hunting on the ground, others prefer toys that move through the air, and some get excited by fast movements while others respond better to subtle ones. Observing how your cat reacts and adapting the play style makes all the difference. When the stimulation is right, the cat becomes fully engaged, using both body and mind. In addition, the quality of play is far more important than the quantity. Short sessions of 5 to 15 minutes, done with focus and intention, are much more effective than long periods without meaningful stimulation. During this time, the cat needs to feel like they are participating in a real hunt, with moments of anticipation, pursuit, and attack. These strategic pauses are essential because they increase interest and prevent the cat from becoming tired or losing focus too quickly. Well-conducted play sessions also help prevent behavioral problems. Cats that don't have a healthy outlet for their energy and hunting instincts often redirect that frustration toward household objects, attacking hands or feet, or developing compulsive behaviors. When play becomes part of the routine, the cat feels more satisfied and balanced, which directly improves daily life. Another often overlooked benefit is the strengthening of the bond. When you play properly with your cat, they begin to see you as part of their safe and stimulating environment. You stop being just the one who provides food and become someone who offers important and enjoyable experiences. This increases trust, closeness, and even the cat's willingness to seek out contact on their own. Finally, playing the right way means respecting your cat's limits. Knowing when to start, when to increase intensity, and when to end the play session prevents frustration and overstimulation. When the cat finishes the session calm and satisfied, you know the play has done its job. Over time, this kind of interaction can completely transform the way your cat behaves and relates to you. Another thing that few owners do, but that cats absolutely love, is allowing them to observe their environment from above. Cats naturally feel safer when they are in elevated spaces. Having a wide view of their territory gives them control over their surroundings and reduces feelings of vulnerability. Shelves, tall scratching posts, cat towers, or even the top of a cabinet become true lookout points, where the cat can observe everything without being disturbed. This simple access to vertical spaces provides the cat with a deep sense of security, which directly influences their behavior and emotional well-being. Being up high is not just a matter of comfort, it is an instinctual need. In the wild, cats use trees, rocks, and high vantage points to watch for prey and potential predators, ensuring their survival. Domestic cats retain this instinct. When they sit in a high spot, they observe, analyze, and process their environment more calmly, without feeling pressured. This sense of control reduces anxiety and increases confidence. In homes with more than one cat, vertical spaces become even more important. Each cat can occupy a high point without having to compete for territory on the floor, preventing conflicts, aggression, and stress. Vertical spaces are essential for harmony in multi-cat households, as they allow each individual to have their own safe refuge. Beyond emotional security, vertical spaces also provide physical stimulation. Climbing, jumping, and exploring different levels require strength, balance, and coordination, functioning as both physical and mental exercise at the same time. This helps prevent behavioral problems caused by boredom or excess energy, such as scratching furniture, biting, or excessive meowing. Another important detail is creating safe paths for the cat to reach these heights. Connected shelves, scalable scratching posts, ramps, or stable surfaces ensure that the cat can climb and descend confidently without fear of falling. These pathways also stimulate the cat's natural curiosity, encouraging continuous exploration of the environment. Over time, you will notice that vertical spaces not only improve a cat's quality of life but also transform the dynamic of the home. The cat becomes more independent, confident, and calm. Cats with access to heights tend to interact better with humans because the security and confidence they gain from being up high reflect in their behavior on the ground. They approach on their own terms, are calmer, more affectionate, and even more sociable with other animals in the house. Ultimately, providing elevated areas is more than a luxury. It is an emotional, mental, and physical necessity for a cat. And the most interesting part is that often, this simple environmental adjustment brings profound changes in behavior, making the cat much happier and more balanced. Cats also love it when you talk to them, but not the way most people do. It's not about shouting, speaking too quickly, or using a loud tone to get their attention. They respond much better to calm, slow, and gentle voices. Cats can recognize your voice and, more importantly, associate its tone with your emotional state. When you speak in a relaxed manner, you convey security and predictability, two essential factors that make the cat feel comfortable, confident, and willing to interact. Speaking calmly helps the cat understand that the environment is safe. They notice subtle nuances in your intonation, the rhythm of your speech, the frequency of pauses, and even the intensity of your words. It's not just what you say, but how you say it that makes all the difference. Cats are extremely sensitive to vocal cues. They can pick up anxiety, impatience, or nervousness in your tone, which may make them tense or withdraw. On the other hand, a soft, stable, and steady tone creates a sense of protection and comfort, almost like silently saying, "Everything is fine, you are safe with me." Many owners don't realize it, but there are clear signs that a cat feels comfortable with the sound of your voice. They may approach you, rub their face against you, blink slowly, purr, or even tilt their head toward you. Even more reserved cats, who usually keep their distance, may start responding subtly, showing relaxation or curiosity. The more you maintain this type of verbal communication, the more the cat associates your presence and your voice with positive experiences. This strengthens the bond deeply, because the cat learns to trust not only your touch or food, but also the sound of your voice as something safe and comforting. In addition to strengthening the bond, talking to your cat stimulates their mental and emotional health. Unlike physical play, which helps expend energy, verbal interaction activates the cat's brain, helping them process information, recognize patterns in tone, and engage emotionally. Cats that have regular vocal contact with their owners tend to be more sociable, less anxious, and more likely to seek interaction on their own. Another important aspect is that verbal communication creates a shared language. Over time, the cat learns to recognize your tone in different contexts. A calm tone may indicate affection and security. A firm but still gentle tone may signal that you are setting boundaries without threat, and an animated tone may indicate playtime or an invitation to interact. This ability to interpret vocal nuances creates an almost telepathic connection between the cat and the owner, making daily life more harmonious. Finally, patience is essential. Some cats may take time to respond or show interest, especially if they are naturally shy or not accustomed to verbal interactions. But by consistently using soft, steady tones, gradually the cat will learn to associate your voice with comfort, security, and affection. Over the long term, this results in a much deeper and more lasting bond than simply petting or feeding them, because it involves trust, understanding, and mutual respect, essential elements for any healthy relationship with a cat. Another extremely important thing is respecting a cat's resting periods. Sleeping is not laziness for them. It is a biological necessity. A cat's body is designed for short bursts of energy, called hunting sprints, followed by long periods of rest. That's why a healthy cat can sleep between 12 and 16 hours a day, and kittens or older cats often sleep even more. These periods of sleep are essential for recovering energy, processing experiences, and maintaining both physical and mental balance. Interrupting a cat's sleep with noise, sudden movements, picking them up, or constantly calling for attention causes stress and insecurity. Even if they don't react immediately, anxiety accumulates. Cats whose rest is constantly disturbed may develop defensive behaviors, irritability, subtle aggression, or even health problems such as weakened immunity and difficulty concentrating. Respecting a cat's rest means creating a safe and predictable environment for them to sleep. Quiet locations away from heavy household traffic, such as shelves, designated cat beds, high perches, or soft blankets, help the cat fully relax. Some cats prefer having their own enclosed refuge, like boxes, tunnels, or cubbies, because it gives them an extra sense of protection and control over their space. Additionally, respecting a cat's sleep strengthens trust and emotional connection. When a cat realizes you won't disturb them while resting, they learn that their environment is safe and that you respect their boundaries. This makes them more comfortable approaching, interacting, playing, and even showing affection spontaneously when they are awake. Rest also directly influences daytime behavior. Well-rested cats tend to be more active, alert, and social. They play with more enthusiasm, explore their surroundings with confidence, and interact positively with humans and other animals. On the other hand, cats that cannot rest properly often become irritable, apathetic, or nervous, even in situations that would normally be calm. In short, sleep is just as important as food and play. Respecting a cat's resting periods is an act of love and understanding of their natural rhythm. It's recognizing that their energy, alertness, and affection depend directly on adequate rest. And the more you respect this natural cycle, the safer, more balanced, and more connected your cat will feel, creating a bond of trust that is very hard to break. Now, the last thing, and perhaps the most important of all, is observing and responding to a cat's subtle signals. Almost no one does this, but it's exactly where the key to a deep and lasting bond lies. Every movement of a cat, no matter how small, communicates something. The tail, ears, eyes, body posture, meows, purrs. All of it is language. Learning to interpret these signals is like learning to speak your cat's language, and it completely changes the way they relate to you. The tail, for example, can indicate different emotions. Raised means confidence and curiosity. Fluffed up shows fear or excitement. Wrapped around you indicates affection. The ears are also very revealing. Forward, the cat is attentive or interested. Back, they may be irritated or scared. Sideways, alert or cautious. The eyes convey security, curiosity, or discomfort. A slow blink is a gesture of trust and affection, while a fixed stare can indicate alertness or unease. Body posture completes this language. A relaxed cat lies on its side or stretches. A tense cat keeps its body stiff, for standing on end, ready to flee or defend itself. When you learn to notice these signals and respect them, something amazing happens. The cat understands that you comprehend them and respect their boundaries. This creates a silent, deep, and very strong bond. Many cats become more affectionate simply because their owner started responding to these signals instead of ignoring them. They feel they have control over interactions, which increases trust and emotional comfort. Respecting these signals means, for example, not forcing affection when the cat is tense, not picking them up if they move away, or not insisting on interaction when they appear uncomfortable. It also means positively reinforcing moments when the cat approaches voluntarily, leans against you, or blinks slowly. Every gesture of respect is a message of trust and understanding that strengthens the bond without words. Additionally, observing and correctly interpreting a cat's body language allows you to anticipate problems before they arise. A cat showing subtle signs of stress or fear can be calmed, redirected, or placed in a safer environment before they start to run, scratch, or bite. This skill completely transforms daily life, making it more harmonious and safe for both the cat and the owner. In the end, responding to a cat's signals is not just a training technique, it's a form of communication based on respect and empathy. When done consistently, the cat not only trusts you but also approaches more, shows affection spontaneously, and becomes a much more balanced and happy companion. This is, without a doubt, one of the greatest secrets to a healthy and lasting relationship with any cat. If you've made it this far, comment below which of these things you had never heard of before, or which one you're going to start doing with your cat today. I really want to know your experience because every cat is unique, and what works for one may be different for another. Sharing these discoveries also helps other cat owners create a stronger bond with their felines. Don't forget to leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you don't miss any cat-related content. And if you know someone who loves cats, share this video with them, because it really helps the channel grow and allows more cats and owners to experience happier moments together. Remember, building a deep relationship with your cat isn't just about giving food or physical affection. It's about observing, understanding, and respecting their unique personality. The more you learn to read your cat, their subtle signals, resting needs, play preferences, the importance of routine and security, the more trust they will feel and the more genuine affection you'll share. Also, keep in mind that a bond with a cat is built gradually, with patience, attention, and quiet love. Every act of respect, every pause before petting, every moment you let them explore the world at their own pace is a brick in the foundation of a lifelong relationship of trust. So tell me in the comments, Which of these habits are you going to start practicing today? Which one surprised you the most? Or which do you think will make the biggest difference in your cat's behavior? I really want to read your answer and hear how you're going to transform your cat's daily life. Thank you from the bottom of my heart for staying until the end. And remember, the more you understand your cat, the more genuine love and trust you build together. Every act of care matters, and every shared moment strengthens the unique bond that only someone with a cat can truly know.